Yo, what's up everyone, it's Trey Overlord or Shape Out Away, and I'm here to see you on Destiny. I'm gonna give you the moon farming run, in which this case it's gonna be the loot chest run. Why do I keep on saying loot cave or loot crate? But this is gonna be the loot chest run on moon, and I'm gonna show you where the possibilities or all the helium flames or the loot chest will be at. But in this case, I was trying to do a live comment whatsoever. The thing really cut off, and there I'm gonna show you right now will be a spawn for the helium flames and also another spawn for the loot chest, which is up there on top of the bridge, if I can call it. Now basically the whole point of this, in which I was trying to say, would be try to earn as many helium flames as possible. Basically, if you do this within 10 to 15 minutes instead of watching this tutorial, you possibly will earn about 30 to 50 helium flames if I'm correct. Now excuse me. Now also another thing, I was trying to do this a live, but whatsoever, as soon as I was done processing the whole audio output, I realized that my TV was still on, and in this case it was working. But however, the audio was seriously terrible, that in this case that it was making a screaming noise, so I don't want anyone to be disappointed. And the area I'm showing you right now is that dome area where there's also a loot chest spawn around there. I'll show you in a sec. But as I was saying, we're going to get started soon. But in this case, before we start, one more thing, that you really need to have your eye focused on everything and make sure you're not doing anything else. So you have to keep focused, make sure you get all the loot crates and loot chests. That way you will know where the heck this is. And once you have the map knowledge, well, the map layout knowledge of this area, then you should be able to earn as many helium flames as possible, up to 30 to 50 if you've done it within 10 to 15 minutes. If I'm correct. Basically, you can probably earn more than that within an hour. So why don't we, get started? And sorry, I really dehydrated. I had to get something to drink. So basically, and I was really pissed off when I was trying to do live commentary, but now I gotta start doing this over again within the next 14-15 minutes. So we're gonna start going to our first spawn, which will be the helium flames. This is the one where we spawn, where we first spawn the beginning of the map. You know, spawn the moon. You want to go, if you're at someplace else, you're gonna see this. Obviously, you're gonna go ahead and grab the helium flames. If you turn around, you'll be able to see these. Now I'm gonna turn around again, and I'm gonna show you a chest spawn area. We already picked up the helium flames, but there's also a chest spawn as well too. There's gonna be one right here, and let me just be closer to the mic. There's gonna be one right here, because it's not that hard to miss. I mean, if you're not looking at it correctly, then it's gonna be like hard for you to miss. There's also another one right here behind the rock, this boulder area. But moving on to the next one as fast as we can. This is gonna be the helium flames area where it's gonna spawn, even though we see it. So basically, we already saw one right here, one over there. There's gonna be one on our left, and in this video, if you see it, it's gonna be one on our right. It's probably gonna be the edge of the map, but in this case, you will have to see it correctly because it's gonna be glowing. Remember, you probably get one or two. It's not that hard to miss. You have to just make sure you look at it carefully, if you know what do I mean. Okay, next spawn, which will be the loot chest spawn. This could possibly spawn in this area, in this vicinity, that area where I will show you. The next one will be over there where you do see it, but in this case, if it doesn't spawn back there, then it has to spawn over here. So this is where I say be careful. We don't want to jump off the map, because you will end up dying. Next spawn, there's gonna be a helium flame spawn. This is gonna be one right there, one over here, one over there, one right there where I'm just running at, one over there. There's gonna be one right there on the left side of the middle where I show you it before I get to this next one. I mean, after this next one. But in this case, we're gonna head inside and we're gonna see if there's any chest spawns. There's gonna be one up top there. Make sure you look inside carefully. There's also gonna be one in this other one. It looked like a cave, but not exactly a cave. There's gonna be another one in this room. This is another room as well too, because the loot chest is gonna be up here and also down there as well too. So make sure you keep an eye on that. Make sure you don't make a mistake. Next spawn, because there's gonna be a spawn, and we're just gonna show you in a few seconds. Right there, that's the one I was talking about. And before I got to it, this is one where we'll spawn here or on our side. Well, our side of the edge, if I meant to say. Now we're gonna head to the cave. This is a cave spawn that we're going to be talking about. So one's going to be spawning in front of you, or one just right where I'm at right now. The side of the rock, behind the rock, I meant to say. So make sure you keep an eye on that. That way you won't forget. Next spawn, I think this was a Helium Flame spawn, if I'm correct, or a chest spawn. But Helium Flame spawn or chest spawn, this would spawn right there. Whoa, excuse me, right there where I'm aiming at. Or in this case, on top. It can also spawn on the other side. The other one will be spawning over here as well, like around this area. Usually I wouldn't tell, but it'll possibly spawn there because I've seen it sometimes spawn right there. Another loot crate spawn, loot chest spawn will be around here. This is where a cave will be heading. You make sure you check both sides, check in there and out there as well too. You notice there's also a chest over there as well too, where the point I just showed you at. So keep your eyes peeled just in case. Next spawn, the next spawn will be the Helium spawn. The Helium spawn is the one where it will be spawning around here or over there. Check the top level or the bottom level of the room to be sure the Helium did spawn there. Or else if it didn't spawn, then I'll show you the next spawn that will happen outside. Now, next spawn will be outside. This is the one I said in the beginning of the video, which is the tricky one, and this is the one where you have to jump up and be able to see the loot crates, the loot chest. The loot chest will be behind you as soon as you jump up. Make sure you turn around to be able to see it. Otherwise, if you don't, then it'll be really easy to miss. Next spawn. This is the one where I said if the Helium Flame is not inside that room, then it has to be outside here. This is the spawn where it will spawn at. So to keep note of that. Otherwise, if you don't, then whew, we gotta stop talking that fast. Otherwise, if you don't, then you're gonna really forget. Next spawn would be the one where I show you where I just show you the cave. These are the two spawn that I was showing you right earlier, but in this case, if the chest doesn't spawn in one of these caves, then it will have to spawn on those pillars right there. But it will spawn this right there or right here in the cave, in which behind the rock or in front of you, obviously. But it's easy to miss if you do not check the rock behind you. Next spawn, the Helium Flame spawn. It will spawn right here. It will spawn probably on the top floor or whatsoever. If it doesn't spawn on the top floor, check inside. Otherwise, if you can, it could be a chest spawn as well too. The shock grenades. Don't we all hate them? Next one, you see the chest crate area, the chest area. That's the chest loot crate, loot chest area. This will be one of them. The next one will be, get away from me, you drag. Honestly, man, can you get away from me? All right, this will be the spawn right there. There's gonna be a spawn. Oh, excuse me. Spawn right here, spawn over there, or a spawn behind me. I think I'm gonna show you right now. The spawn will be behind me. You won't be able to tell, but want me to describe this loot chest and see what we get. Loot, Helium Flamets. And there's also some helium that you can probably get on the floor area as well too. It'll be somewhere around this floor, in which it'll be where I'm shooting at. That way you will not be able to miss. Okay, and if it doesn't show up there, then it will show up in that area that's aimed again. Next spawn will be around here as well too. This is where if the helium, if that chest area is not up around there, then it'll possibly where I'm shooting at will be all around there as well too. Next spawn, I think this is the last spawn that you can get. This is a spawn where you had to jump on the bridge. Now it will be either on that side, on this side, or the next side where I'm jumping at right now. There's 3 sides. You have to check. Make sure you're using a sniper rifle. Otherwise, if you're not, then you won't be able to see it correctly. Make sure you're able to zoom in to see if you can tell if you can get the chest. I mean, if there's a loot crate, loot chest area, to be able to get your loot chest and be able to collect it as well too. And I would understand correctly, because if you don't have a good eye, then you will be able to miss it. This is easy to miss. Unless you have a good sniper rifle, then you will not be able to miss it. I mean, the only chance of you missing it if it's on the other side. Make sure you double check this area. And once you have done with this run, this loot chest run, then you can start all over again, in which wash, rinse, repeat, or in this case, wash, lather, rinse, and repeat. So basically, this is where you learn it, learn map knowledge. You get all the loot chests and the helium flamets. Then you start to grab all of them. Next, you start to rinse off. Once you grab all of them. And last thing would be repeat, in which you repeat the steps. You follow the same order over again. And in this case, from 10 to 50 minutes. I'm not kidding. I mean, if you have done this without watching the video, and you already learned this, then whatsoever, you're gonna be able to earn yourself some 30 or 50 Helium Flames. And if you're a Vanguard light level player like me, in which you want to have enough Helium Flames, or in this case AR element, then you will earn as amount as anything as possible. But make sure, I cannot tell you how to get shards because this is making it obvious and it's not even that easy for you to get. So basically guys, that was about it. That was like a whole 10 minutes video worth of telling you where to go, how to get the loot chest, how to get the Helium Flames, and how many minutes per second that you can get the loot excuse me, the Helium Flames. But remember, those two spawns will be down there, and whatsoever, if it does not spawn in the beginning of it, if it does not spawn over there, then it'll spawn at this spot as well too. Forgot to mention that. But if I forgot anything, I'll try to make sure that's pointed out as well too. But anyway guys, my name is Stray Overlord or Shade, and I'm gonna be out. I'll see you guys later. I'm very dehydrated by the way. But if you guys did enjoy the video, then go ahead and press the like button. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.